BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Welcome to another episode of This Dope Cooking Show. I am your host, Chef Jeff. Welcome to the award-winning This Dope Cooking Show. This episode is sponsored in part by Pod Digital Media. All right? Welcome. Look, call your friends and tell them to tune in because we're about to do some breakfast. Yes, I have a stuffed hash brown recipe that I've been waiting to try. And I think we're going to go ahead and knock it out this time. And then we'll do a little bit of eggology too. You know what I'm saying? So call your friends. Tell them to tune in because we're about to get cooking. All right? What y'all been up to? What's been going on? Okay, so let me see. Let's check in right quick, right? I voted. Did you vote? Make sure you vote. That is important. This election is important. I don't care what you say. It's important. Got to vote. Because I don't know nothing about, I don't like what they talking about. And I'm not trying to participate in something I don't want to participate in. So vote. Go and vote. Go vote your conscience. Go vote. Especially Texas. Vote. Anyway, so I went to vote. I did the early voting, right? Here in Texas, Governor Abbott removed 2 million names off of the voter registry. Well, guess whose name got taken off the voter registry? This guy. So, number one, check. You got to check, okay? Because I was like thinking everything was cool. I was finna show up and vote. Like, boom, I've been here before. No problem. I know what my voting place is. All that, right? I had just happened to check one day. I was sitting around watching TV. My name went on the list. So, I instantly got mad, right? Because what you ain't finna do is take my name and I just double check your documents, right? Well, since the last election, I have moved. And when they went around and did the census, of course, I wasn't at the last address that I said I was at, right? Changed my address, did all that with the post office, but you got to change the address on your voter registry card because it now becomes invalid. Did I know that? No, I didn't. I thought that every time you go vote, you just vote. No matter where you stay at, I'm here to vote, right? So they did a voter registration drive in my church. And so I was like, hey, look, they took my name off the list. What's up? And they was like, yeah, did you move? And I was like, yep, I did. And he was like, did you change your address? I was like, yeah, I changed my address. My mail coming out. He was like, nah, you got to change the address on your voter registration card too. That's why the name got taken off because they thought you was a fake person. Well, I'm real as I don't know what. I'm Chef Jeff, baby. So what's happening? So I filled out my voter registration card. They gave me a little strip of paper and was like, hey, look, if your official card don't show up by the time the election happens, take this. This is just as good. So, of course, I go vote. Well, so early voting ain't no joke. People in Texas, in this area, are serious about that early voting thing. So I was like, hey, I'm going to vote, right? So I go vote, and I'm going to pull up the line down the street. So I'm not going to vote that day. That's not happening. So who bust that U-turn was this guy. I got other stuff to do. So I got up one early Thursday morning and I got in line. The line was long still, but it wasn't as bad. So I get in line. I pull up to the place I always vote at. Get in line. I walk to the line and let another black lady was like, "How you doing? How your morning going?" I'm like, right. As of right now, my morning is going pretty good. What's up with you? So we spoke and exchanged pleasantries. As I got in line, three more people got in line behind me, right? So we all just standing there, and then like the ice broke. So somebody said something about a calendar. I was like, I got a calendar too. I be muting it. So I genuinely had a very good conversation in line with these people that was voting. And we cracked up. We laughed. We talked about our kids. We talked about kids in college. We talked about kids and how they act these days, and like some of the stuff that they do now, we would have never done, and some of the stuff that we did, we know they're not gonna do because they not like us. So it was a lot going on. Like we really just kind of had a good time, right? It really was. It didn't feel awkward. You can look as the line grew. You can look and like we was the only ones having a good time. Everybody else was looking awkward, standoffish. Wasn't nobody saying nothing. It was real quiet. But I mean, they were focused on who they was going to vote for, I guess. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so we had a good time in the line voting, getting ready to vote. And so, we got up to the door and it kind of like, that was a silence. Like, okay, it's over. We finna go vote. You finna go vote for who you gonna vote for. I'm gonna vote for who I vote for and have a great day. Basically, I mean, like the tone kind of, there was nothing said, but it was just like, okay, we at the door now. Like, it's a little heavy. But still, I told them to have a good day. Y'all enjoy yourself. It was nice talking to you. I probably won't ever see y'all again, but, have a good day. Me and the husband kind of like, exchanged some husbandry stuff. It was cool. So, I go in. As I'm standing in line and we're talking, we noticing like they had a voter box outside that was specifically for wheelchair bound people, handicapped folks that couldn't get out of their cars. They would roll the ballot box up to the car, cover their car up, and they voted how they voted inside from their car. So I thought that was awesome. The line moved pretty fast. It stalled for about 30 minutes. Why did it stall? Well, the ballot box was full and could not accept any more ballots, right? Only the sheriff could empty the ballot box. So they had to wait on the sheriff to get there to empty it out. Once they emptied it out, that thing started moving like they was giving away free stuff, like get your box and get out. So I get in line. I mean, I'm in line. I get inside the door, step over to the lady. I hand her my ID. She scanned it. She was like, "Oh, you need to fill out this paper." I was like, "Well, what's this paper?" She was like, "You need to fill this out because you're not active." I was like, "No, that's not true. I'm very much active. Here's this little card, little piece of paper." She's like, "Oh, you moved." I was like, "Yep, sure did. I changed my address and everything." She was like, "Okay, well, just fill this paper out. You're good to go, and don't worry about it from here on out unless you move again." So I didn't have that was a minor hiccup. So I was like, "Okay, cool, like bet, like I ain't got to worry about it." But still, to know like it's people that really was like, "This is what you need to do. Take these steps, blah blah blah," versus saying, "Oh no, you can't vote here." So I'd have been running around town like, "Where can I vote it?" Like I thought I was in the wrong place. You know what I mean? So let nothing deter you. Let nothing keep you from voting. Go and vote. I took those steps and I felt good about the ballots that I casted. And I feel good about it. Always research the other people, not just the president, not just your senator, but like everybody else down the ticket, right? Because there's some people that were standing outside. I had no idea who they were. But then once I got inside, I remember their name, right? All them signs that's post, like they go crazy down here with the signage, right? Take time to remember some of those names and Google them and see what their positions are in this election, right? I have come to the conclusion that you don't have to vote straight Democrat, you don't have to vote straight Republican. You can vote your conscience in each different area based on the candidate, right? Now, in the grand scheme of things, we need more of people that look like me and you, to be on political scenes, right? So vote, you just got to vote for the person that is right for the position. And sometimes it may not be a Democrat or Republican. My 2 cents you ain't asked for, but it's my show. So I'm going to say what I had to say. Boom. Call your friends. Tell them, you know what I'm saying? We got to make sure, because we finna start cooking in just a second. We'll be back. Okay, so boom, we are back. This Dope Cooking Show, the award-winning This Dope Cooking Show with me, your chef, Jeff, as the host. We are in here and we are about to get what cooking. So I have some peppers and onions. So this is just a little something I made up. It's called a stuffed hash brown, right? It consists of bacon, eggs, sausage gravy, and hash brown all together, right? So where we're going to start with our gravy, our sausage gravy, right? But my sausage gravy is just a little bit different. So I'm giving y'all a little bit of the key to how to make good sausage gravy, right? So we want to start with our vegetables, right? And we're not gonna make a lot. We just want to make a little bit. So our recipe is vegetables. You got your red pepper, your green pepper, a little bit of onion, 2 sausage patties, right? We're gonna get them in there. You'll ground those sausage patties up, and then we'll add some milk. You can use milk or heavy cream, and then your seasonings. If you want a spicy um, uh, gravy, then use spicy gravy. Use some red pepper flake. If you don't, you just keep it simple and just leave it there. Season with salt and pepper to taste. We're gonna also put in half a stick of butter to go with that heavy cream, so we can thicken it up. Half a stick of butter, probably about 4 tablespoons of flour to get it to thicken up. We're gonna thicken that thing up, and yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. So we're gonna get these vegetables cut, and we just want them to be, nice little. We just want a little color in there. We don't want it to be that black and white, bland looking flavor. We like color with our food, right? Of course we do. So we're gonna add these little vegetable pieces right here for color, to top our stuffed hash brown, and that'll be that on that. So we got these vegetables cut up. We're gonna get our skillet on, and then we're gonna get everything cooking. You know what I'm saying? Cooking and booking. We're gonna do I think I'm gonna do an over easy egg and some scrambled eggs, right? Because I want to do a little bit of eggology with you guys on eggs, over easy, over medium, over well, scramble, soft scramble, you know what I'm saying? So today we'll focus on scrambled eggs, and we'll focus on over easy egg. I want to do a poached egg, but here's the thing. I don't like eggs no way. I can make an egg like nobody's business. Let me just say that out front, up top. I can make eggs and breakfast food like it's never going to be breakfast ever made again. I've done breakfast for many, many years. Y'all forget, I started my career at Harris Casino, and then I moved from Harris Casino to the Embassy Suites, where I worked as the breakfast cook for 15 years. Call your friends, tell them to tune in because we doing this thing. So we're gonna get our skillet hot. We're gonna get our vegetables in there. First we're gonna start with the sausage, right? We're gonna start with our sausage, get that in there, get it kind of chopped up, and make it ground sausage. I could have got ground sausage, but I already had some sausage patties, so I wanted to use those. So we're gonna use those sausage patties. We're gonna really, really get into it. Okay, be right back. Back at it. Over here at the skillet, we got our sausage crumbled up. We're crumbling up some sausage, get it cooked off, browned off good, right? The other part of this recipe is bacon, like I said, eggs, and a hash brown. I use the hash brown patties, right? You'll see why once we get to that point. But I wanted you guys to get an opportunity to see how I do this sausage gravy. So you can say you did it from scratch because your homeboy Chef Jeff from This Dope Cooking Show, the award-winning, sponsored This Dope Cooking Show, showed you how to do it. So once you get to the point of most of your sausage is browned off, right? You want to make sure it's good and crumbled up for you to your liking, however you want to do it, right? So it's gonna keep cooking. So we're gonna add our vegetables in, right? So we got red pepper, green pepper, and a little bit of onion to give it some color. You do not have to do this. I just did it because I like color. Color, 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 color. And also make sure you adjust your heat so that it don't, cook too terribly fast. So you want your vegetables to get fragrant. Okay. We still ain't added no seasonings yet. We're just kind of getting the basics in, all right? Right. Okay. You're going to want to add your butter at this point because we're going to start we're going to start the gravy making process. So I'm going to use probably maybe 3 teaspoons of butter. Let's see. Yeah, I think that'll work. 3 teaspoons of butter. Get it in there. Let him cook. Let him cook. Okay, guys. So look, I did a little out of town round the round trip right quick. I went to see my mom, my dad, my brother, family, right? Cool. Just got away for a second. I'm really focusing on family right now. Just because I've spent so much time away that I missed out on a lot of stuff. So I am taking time. If there's an available moment, some available time, we're gonna hit the road, right? So it's an 8-hour drive. Not too bad. But man, anything can throw that 8-hour drive off. And I promise you, you're gonna be like, next time we just gonna fly. You try to get on the road and make those like road memories, road trip memories that you used to make. I don't be feeling it though, because I be ready to get where I'm gonna get. So my thing is I like to drive at night, I like to be on the highway, just be me and whoever else is out. But for me, I have a youngster. So my 5-year-old, he wanna know, are we there yet? How much longer? So if I leave at night, see, he can't ask me all that because why? He is asleep. So we stayed. So I did a half a cup of flour there, guys. So I didn't put it all in there because I want to see how it's gonna turn out right first. See how much, if we need more butter, if it's not. I don't want to make a lot. That's my negative toxic trait. I make a lot of food all the time. I always be cooking, and then when I do cook, it be a lot, right? And so I ain't want to do too much. So I want to kind of take my time here, right? Go a little bit more. So I don't want to have to use a whole lot of milk or cream to get this to be a gravy. You know what I'm saying? Kind of just want a little bit here and there. We good. So okay, we got it mixed up. We're gonna add our milk. Well, I use a heavy cream, so I'm using heavy cream. If you use milk, use whatever you want to. I'm using heavy cream. Make sure you adjust your heat. All right. Mm-hmm. So it is at this point where you can add your seasonings based on what you want, how you want it to be, right? You add your seasonings here. So this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna add our seasonings in. I don't want it to be spicy, so I'm not gonna use nothing hot. I just kind of want a mild, just one of them good flavors. Just it was good. You know what I'm saying? I want that. That's what I'm looking for with this. So gravy. Let them cook. Anyway, back to my story time. So we took a trip up to St. Louis over the weekend. We had a good time. We hung with some people, hung with my family, hung with my brother again. My brother got to hang out with his nephews. The smile on his face was priceless. And like I said, right now I'm just really big on trying to make memories with my family, the people that live inside my 4 walls, the people that uh, people that love me like I love them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm on right now, and it actually was a good time. Everybody had an amazing time. Everybody talked about how good they felt, and all of that. So I feel like I did a good thing. Child, I went to a place called Elicious. Y'all ain't hungry yet? Cause I'm hungry. I went to a place up there called Elicious. Elicious. It was a breakfast spot, right? So I'm not big on breakfast. Let's just keep it that. Let's keep it what it is. I'm not really big on breakfast. I'm not. So my mama kept saying, so my mama kept asking us to go to this place. And I'm like, all right, let's just go on and get this over with. Because I don't want no breakfast food. But she's saying it's good. She likes it. That's her little spot. Cool. I'm with it. right? I'm with it. So um, we went to this place, and it's like a nice little spot or whatever. It was mentioned. Chime Time mentioned it. He did a full review when he went to St. Louis, but I don't know for sure if he didn't do it justice or it may have just been a fluke. I had my food was good actually. My food was actually really good. So, just want to give you a little let you see right quick. We got our gravy, right? I'm gonna let y'all see it up close. We got our gravy ready to go. Sausage gravy is ready. Um, so we went to the place called Elicious. It was it was jumping. It was a vibe too. Like it was like good food and they playing good music. It was a vibe. I really enjoyed myself. I had catfish and pancakes. So I had to see what that catfish was hitting for, and it was straight. I mean, it wasn't mine, but I mean, it was good. And then we had mimosas and we had margaritas. And the lady behind the bar, Miss Pam, let me tell you, that margarita was jumping. It was so good, but uh, I didn't need too many of them because I had stuff to do that day. So I'm gonna add, of course, our hamburger season. I'm gonna use that. Season us up. Garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper. To give us a little seasoning for our gravy. And then we done with that thing. So there is your sausage gravy. In there, we have some vegetables. Red pepper, green pepper, onion. We sauteed them all together. We added the 3 tablespoons of butter, a half a cup, little under, maybe a fourth a cup of flour, and then we got our gravy. So boom, that's gonna be ready to go. We're gonna sit that guy off to the side. That's it. Okay, so we went to this place called Elicious, right? I had catfish, pancakes. I think I had bacon, potatoes, right? Potatoes were like sliced um, yellow potatoes, peppers and onions on them. Food was it was straight. It was straight. The drinks was even better. You know what I'm saying? The margarita was dope. Shout out to Miss Pam because Miss Pam made that margarita. I'm telling you. But it was cool. Like they had Motown music playing. They had different pictures of records of different artists and information about black artists. It was really cool, really really cool. In Ferguson, which I thought was dope. And There was a farmer's market across the street. I wanted to go, but then I was like, I ain't really got time to play with y'all today because I got to get my, you take care of some business. But I think I will go back. I think I'll go back and try it again. The host, he had, gave us like a little rundown at the beginning. So it was like, welcome to Elicious where the food is great. Make sure you get catfish on your plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Follow me, and your dining experience can begin. Like, so he was like ripping and like he was really like rhyming with like his introduction, and he did it like more than once. So it wasn't nothing like maybe he rehearsed it. I don't know, but it was like he said something different every time. So I was like, okay, then, like spit your game, talk Hey, I was like, okay, this is what's up. And so there are, my mama was telling me that there are more black-owned restaurants opening up in St. Louis, and concepts are different. Food is from mild to wild, from good, decent to great. You know what I mean? So it was just, it was a good time. I was able to spend time, just sitting and watching my family interact with my family. So like my doc, my boys, Z, was able to interact with my brother, my mama, his wife, and his 2 girls. It was just us. So I recommend if you were ever in the St. Louis area, go to Ferguson and try Elicious. Try it for yourself. Tell me what you think. I enjoy my plate, so I would say that the place is great. And yeah, so that was that on that. I enjoyed it. Yeah, so we got our gravy done, right? Boom, it's done. We getting our skillet heated up so we can do some eggs. We got our hash browns cooking. We got our bacon cooking, right? I use the air fryer for that. There's nothing fancy about that. I use hash brown patties from Kroger. These are hash brown patties. This is real simple. Some hash brown patties. Throw them in the oven. Throw them in the oven, air fryer, fry them if you want to. They already kind of seasoned, so you really ain't got to do too much to them, right? Keep it simple. So once all that get done, we're gonna put it all together and see what we got. But first, a word from our sponsor, Pod Digital Media.
This episode of BS3 Network is brought to you by McDonald's. Man, let's talk about the Big Mac. You know, the OG Big Mac. 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Well, for the first time in 50 years, the Big Mac now comes in chicken with the Chicken Big Mac. 2 juicy chicken patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles on a sesame seed bun. Now you have 2 Big Mac to enjoy. Now, the big OG Big Mac will still be here. It's still iconic. And the Chicken Big Mac is here only for a limited time. Man, I can remember the first time I had a Big Mac. Graduated from the kids menu, had my first Big Mac. I was so excited. Well, the Chicken Big Mac is not a Big Mac. The Big Mac now comes in chicken. Get it while you can.
Okay, y'all let me know if y'all tried that Chicken Big Mac, because I don't know, I'm kind of skeptical, but we'll see. So, I don't know if you know, but eggs are a great choice of protein, right? So, we eat a lot. Well, I do not. Doc eats a lot of eggs, and she is currently bodybuilding, right? So if I don't know if y'all check Doc out, with Doc did some body recomposition, and sis looking good, so that's why we'll never be out, because I be trying to stay at home up under Doc. But anyway, so first one I want to show y'all is Over Easy, right? Got my new TikTok pots. And we're gonna do 2 Over Easy eggs. The thing with this is you want your skillet to be kind of hot, and you want them to be, you want to do minimal movement, right? Because the thing is the yolk to be runny, right? And so everybody got their different version of running. You're gonna season them and you're gonna let them be. All right, this is the easiest one to do, right? The hardest part of this is the flip. Because you don't want to flip the eggs and then they break, right? So you want to keep the flip. It's the flip. So you want minimal movement. You want to keep them moving around in the skillet, right? Keep them moving around so that way they don't stick. That's why I told y'all it is important to have a non-stick skillet when doing eggs, because you want to move them around. They're going to cook, but you want to move around so when it comes time for that flip, you ain't got to worry about trying to get it. And like I said, when you scratch that Teflon, you scratch that non-stick coating on those eggs, on the pan, it's a done deal, because they're gonna stick every time. I promise you. It's still gonna stick every time. So I told y'all before, I started doing this a long time ago. Now that popping is coming from I seasoned it. So that sometimes that salt and stuff like that get hot and it pops. That's what that's coming from. It comes from nothing else. Ain't no water in that skillet. So here's where we at with it, right? That is Over Easy. You flip them, you let them cook a little bit, and we're done, right? So here's a flip. Gentle flip. You don't want to get them way up high in the air, because they're going to come down. That impact going to pop that yolk. You want to keep them just like a light flip. And it's all in the wrist. It's all in the flick of the wrist, flick of the wrist, flick of the wrist. You want to bring it to the end of the pan and then flip it. That's it. You're going to move them guys around like so, like that. That's it. That's an Over Easy egg. Now, you want to test see if it's still kind of spongy. Then to let you know that it's still Over Easy. And as it continues to cook, it's going to go from Over Easy to Over Medium to Over Well, right? You don't, and then if you want to go Over Hard. So I only do Over Hards for Doc, because she going to get down. You know what I mean? She don't really like that runny yolk. And so that's how I leave them for her. I might gotta go ahead and make them Over Hard. So Over Hard, I'm going to flip them back again one more time, right? Just because I want to make sure that the yolk done all the way through, completely all the way through. So we're going to let them cook, and then we'll flip them one more time, flip them back, boom. So then we're on our way to Over Hard right there. We could, right here. These will still go for Over Medium, but we passed Over Easy. We passed Over Easy, right? You could do sunny side up eggs. Sunny side up is you put them in the pan just like I started them and leave them there, and it's a done deal. We're done with them. These we flipped them a couple times, so that's that on these guys. And so another thing with that non-stick, you just gonna season it. You know, it's already non-stick. You don't need to wash them out with nothing hard abrasive. You want to use something soft, right? So I'm going to clean this skillet out because I don't want all that popping and banging on this next set of eggs, right? So next set, we're going to do some scramble. Some people do scramble in the pan. Some people don't. I can do them in the pan because I'm Chef Jeff. This is Dope Cooking Show. We got a little bit of tablespoon of oil. We go through, if we really wanted to, we could go through probably about 3 dozen eggs a week if we was really on it. If I really ate eggs like I should, because I don't eat eggs. Let me tell you that. I'm going to say it one more time. I don't eat the eggs. There ain't nothing you can do to get me to eat no egg. I just ain't doing it. I eat egg one kind of way, and that is through it. Chicken St. Paul. And if you don't know what that is, I don't know what to tell you. So here we got our scrambled egg in the pan. We scramble them right in the pan. Sometimes you can mix them all up. Now, you know, some people will put them in a bowl and mix them up. Sometimes you may not be able to do that, right? You might either go straight in the pan because you got an order waiting on scrambled eggs and you sold the scrambled eggs to the plate down the line. So, you know, that's how you got to do it. Sometimes you got to do it right in the pan, just like so, like that. So, easy, don't take long. Even if, as long as your skillet is hot, you are ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And you just keep moving them, keep working them around. You're going to do a flip. So, you're going to get them to the edge of that pan in the bend and done. Just like that. Here's where you want to continue. You want to complete the scramble, right? If you want them big, you don't chop them up as much. If you want them so I wasn't told in culinary school that scrambled eggs are supposed to resemble the consistency of popcorn. Take that with you. That's all I'm gonna say. So sometimes, you use a little bit. Sometimes you chop them up a lot and chop them up a little bit. So this is it right here. That's a done egg. Those are done. That's it. That is a done scrambled egg. All right. Eggology 101. We learn how to do over easy, medium, well, hard, and some scrambled eggs. And next time we do some breakfast stuff, we'll do maybe some poached eggs or something like that, right? Just a quick little egg lesson. This Dope Cookie Show. We're going to plate it all up. See what we got. Be back. All right. We got our plate set up. Let's make us one or two. All right. For this one, it's simple, guys. I'm telling you, it's really simple. Boom. You got your hash brown patty right there. Okay. That's it. That's the hash brown patty. We're going to stuff that guy now, right? So you can do bacon, sausage, chicken, or whatever you want to do. I just chose bacon because I feel like that was going to be easy. It's going to be quick. And this is what? 2 pieces of bacon, thick cut bacon. So we got 2 pieces of crispy bacon on there, right? Boom. So we're going to go with our over eggs on one. We're going to go with our scrambled on another. We're going to sauce them. So, yep. I'll do that right here. Like so. Yep. I like the way that's looking already. All right. Looking good. We're going to go with our scrambles on the other one. This right here, y'all, could be a nice little hearty meal. I'm just saying, like, man, what we talking about? Nice little hearty, little quick start to breakfast right away. You know what I mean? Get the day going. All right, so we're going to put our scrambled over here. All right. Scrambles in everywhere. We're going to clean him up just a little bit because we want to let the people see it. Where it's looking good. Now, I might try to redo this again. Another time. We're going to see, though. So just for presentation's sake, I want to pile that scrambled egg on top of it because I want it to look tall, right? Because as you can see with the overs, they look a little flat. So we always want height and depth to our meal, right? Or to our presentation. I always want to go for height, depth, and color. That's always been my thing. It's always why I add, color and peppers and different leafy green vegetables, whatever I'm, making. I always try to add some color to it, right? So there we go. Got the eggs on. Okay, yeah. So now we get to add our gravy. All right, so we got this sausage gravy ready to go, right? It's been sitting for a minute, so it done thickened up real good. Let's see, is it even? Yep. It done thickened up real good. So we ready. We are ready to drop some of that on there. That's gonna be it. I think so. The gravy by itself, I was trying not to just pour a bowl of gravy. Let y'all know how fat I was, but I didn't want to do that, right? So you just want to spoon a little bit on there, depending on who you are, how you want to. Put a little bit on there, and then let it do or go however we want to let it run. However, yeah. Little something right there. Just a little something. Stuffed hash brown. Stuffed hash brown. It's messy, but it's gooey and it's good. Look at all. Oh, you thought I was gonna taste that? Okay, hold on. I'll taste one just for y'all. It's the first ever on this Dope Cooking Show. Chef Jeff eating the egg. Okay, let's get into it. The first time on this Dope Cooking Show, the first time I've ever eaten the egg in a breakfast style setting. First time. We finna see. Cause I don't be eating eggs. I don't be eating them. As a matter of fact, I gave my eggs to Doc when we went to Elicious to eat. Here we go, guys. Let's get some in there. Okay, you seen it here. You seen me eat eggs on this Dope Cooking Show, the first time ever done in history. The first time ever. And I gotta say, I think they're all right. I don't know. It's all new. I don't know. I ain't never had no eggs before, right? Never. Only way I eat eggs is on the St. Paul sandwich from St. Louis, or if I make one. But I make one, it'd be so much stuff in it, I don't even know it's an egg in there. But to just sit down and eat some scrambled eggs, I mean, that's all new to me. But this is helping. This gravy is helping it though, like for me. You see it? It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah. I mean, I guess I've been missing out, right? That's what y'all gonna say. Cool. But it's all right though. It's straight. When will I eat some more eggs? Don't know. But y'all was here with me. When I was here with y'all on this episode of this Dope Cooking Show where Chef Jeff from the award-winning This Dope Cooking Show ate scrambled eggs. First time ever. Now, I gotta chase it with something else because what? I always have you something to wash it down with. I always have you something to wash it with. Because, I mean, it's all new to me right here. And I don't know. So, to those of you that like scrambled eggs, that like eggs, that will eat breakfast stuff, no knock to you, right? I'm just not a breakfast person. I've always eaten I've always cooked breakfast, so I don't eat breakfast, right? I have to be like coerced to go to breakfast. I'm not gonna wake up on a Saturday morning and be like, you know what, let's go eat breakfast. Not gonna happen. I'll go to Burger King and get a Whopper before I eat breakfast food. No knocks to nobody that does. I make breakfast food every Sunday morning. But no knocks to anybody else that does. That ain't my thing. It was straight. I suggest you try it. You was with me. I was with you. We was together on This Dope Cooking Show, and Chef Jeff ate some eggs for all the world to see. Thank y'all for joining me. I'll catch y'all next week.